Hello, Mr. Young.
Hi.
I'm here because I received your email and I've got questions, because the questions I have weren't answered in these emails, so I'm following up. And your email basically told me that you didn't have to respond, so I'm a little confused. I'm trying to use the Ministry of Sunshine to the best of my abilities, having informed consent, knowing how it works, what the pitfalls are, what the stumbling blocks are and everything else, and so that's the reason I'm continuing to follow up regarding the procedure or lack of it, therefore, whatever the case may be. And like I said, there was none of my, it wasn't answered. So do you want to answer these questions, or?
What is your question?
The ones that I wrote you on 314
please
here.
Ask me your question.
Okay, the appointing authority, you sent me a copy of who was there, but you didn't tell me when, the appointment for the incorrect person happened, who the incorrect,
you need
who
to be more
appointed.
specific on your question. What is your actual question?
All right, I will do it again. You sent me a list of the Rules Committee and the Board of Supervisors for the dates from 2010 forward. In my question, I asked you who was the appointing authority when there was the nuclear winter, why did the nuclear winter happen, who appointed the incorrect person to the disabled seat that caused it all to happen, You
need to define the time period that you want
You
to
mean
know.
you don't know when the nuclear winter started? Who appointed the person?
I do not know what you refer to when you say nuclear winter.
I believe it was a period of May to October 2012, which is what I had written you about in my letter.
Well, I did give you the dates of who the members of the Board of
Right.
Supervisors and
That's right. So in the May of 2012, you didn't, answer me which supervisor appointed the incorrect person or how the incorrect person was
I gave you the
appointed.
list of the members of the committee who made the appointment, and those are the members that were present.
And who is it that appointed the incorrect person?
I gave you the list. I already answered that question.
No, you didn't.
I gave
You
you
answered
the
the
list.
question as far as a list, but you didn't answer the question as to who did the appointment of the incorrect
Garza, I
person.
have provided your answer. Can you give me your next question, please?
I don't believe you provided the correct answer, but that's okay. The people on YouTube are finding out just how honest the Ministry of Sunshine is. So if these people that you've given me, when can I set up an appointment with these people to ask them, since apparently you've given me your answer, which hasn't answered anything?
You can make appointments directly with our office, but some of these members are no longer with the Board of Supervisors.
So who's going to account for the misdeeds, malaction, and everything that's caused all this harm?
I do not have a response to that. That is
Typical. Thank you. Moving on to my next question, will all the seats be filled in May so that I can have a hearing in front of the full task force, which is required by your bylaws?
that is at the appointing authority is the Board of Supervisors, and I cannot speak on their behalf.
They didn't answer the question. The question is,
I
will
have
there
answered
be a
your
full
question.
board for my May
I
hearings?
have answered your question. Can you give me your next question, please?
For May, when I show up, will there be a full board there?
I cannot answer that question. That will be up to the Board of Supervisors.
And if there's not a full board, would that mean that I'm being denied due process?
That is not an issue that I can discuss with
Who
you.
can and who has the authority to discuss that? Because remember, the reason I'm getting to all this is because I wrote the clerk of the board, Angela, in regard to finding out not only how the mistakes were made, but how nothing has been fixed in the interim, how it's been nothing more than continual game playing. And when I ask the questions, I don't get the appropriate answers, just an answer that's unacceptable. But that's okay, I'm videotaping that also. Well, of course it's fine. It's the correct thing to do.
Your questions have been answered.
In your opinion. Thank you. Now, another thing is, what about the due process as far as, the 6 votes required that you didn't answer when there's only 9 members?
6 votes is a quorum, and if that is a valid meeting.
And how is that due process if there's only 9 people voting? How is that the majority?
That is a legal majority. That is a legal meeting with a quorum of 6.
It's a legal meeting, but isn't the majority of 9 5?
I have already answered your question.
Yes, and you've proven that it's not due process. But thank you, I'm highlighting it again. Also, what about the fact about precedent and recreating the wheel? We talked about this, and when we get up in front of the ministry, once again, I'll be asking for my medical records, which the Department of Public Health has always told me wasn't a public record. Will we have to reinvent the wheel again under this new people who are going to be sitting here who've never probably been affiliated with the Sunshine Task Force before, pretty much like all the members of the last task force that we had for 2 years. And I've also read that there's like 84 back complaints. You know, how long is it going to take to get current and to give people what they're supposed to receive timely?
You're currently scheduled for May.
You didn't answer the
Is there
question.
any other questions?
I'm still waiting for that answer.
Is there any other questions?
I'm still waiting for that answer.
I just answered your question.
Yes.
You're currently scheduled for May.
That is correct. And will I be heard in front of a full board, all 11 members?
You'll be heard in front of the members that are present that day.
So is that a yes or a no? Will I be heard in front of a full
I
board?
have no idea who's going to be.
Oh, so if there's not a full board, then what will happen? Will I be denied due process?
Question.
Well, no.
Is there any other questions?
Yes, if there's not a full board in May, will I be denied due process?
That question. Is there any other
Well,
questions?
please re-answer because I don't remember the answer.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.
You didn't answer the question.
We're finished. Thank you.
I'll be back. Thank you. Bye. Yes, I will. Madam, I would like to have Angela to please contact me. Angela Cavilla. My name is Jason Grant Garza. She's got my email address. Please have her contact me as soon as possible because I will continue to point out to her and everybody else just how the ministry is rigged and how the questions aren't appropriately answered. And this is what she wanted me to work on, and I believe I've got enough videos now to show her.
Would you like to give me your phone number right
No, that she has all that. She has my email address and everything else. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Oh, you too. And I will return and I will continue to document. Of course. Thank you, Rick. So, as I've said before, here you go. Rigged is as rigged does, and I continue to document. Isn't it amazing? Well, actually, the truth is it's not amazing. It's typical. And, you know, it's inhumane and everything else. But, you know, what have I taught you to expect here? Thank you. I will continue. Oh, hi. You were waiting for me outside the door? Amazing. Amazing. Thank you for your compassion, your concern, your professionalism. Oh, I know the spin, sir. I've had the spin for over 1.5 years from you. Thank you. Goodbye. So, as I've said, you know, never a help, always a hindrance. Live, learn, watch the inhumanity.